Hello and welcome back, everyone. I'm Matsuyurific, and today we're going to be making a new My Little Pony Equestria Girls custom. So those of you who follow me on Tumblr probably already know, but for those of you who don't, this month is Sakura Blossom Month, which is a month on Tumblr where people post artwork and other stuff of Cardcaptor Sakura. And each character has their own day, as well as various other things that you can do on different days. And today is Tomoyo Day! So, in honor of Tomoyo Day, we are going to be making Tomoyo Daidoji. And for this, we're going to be using Twilight Sparkle in her Canterlot High Sweater. Now, this is actually going to be a very simple custom, as Twilight's hair is already very close to Tomoyo's, so we're not going to have to do anything with her hair, aside from painting it. But we are going to be doing a little bit of work with the X-Acto knife. We are going to be taking off the detailing on her skirt, as well as the detailing on her cuffs, and the hem of her sweater, as well as her collar. We're also going to be removing the detailing on her socks, so it's a bit closer to the Tomoyo uniform. So now that she is all cleaned up, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step, which is making her camera. Of course, Tomoyo's favorite thing to do is to make costumes for Sakura and to film her in them. So we're going to go ahead and just make this little lump of clay into a rectangle. And we're just going to go ahead and place that in her hand. Right, and then we're just going to glue this little circle on there for the lens. Now, Tomoyo's hair is black, but I decided to go ahead and mix in a little bit of purple and blue into the black so that it stands out a little bit. This will also help since her uniform on the outside is navy blue and the collar is pure black. So this will help the collar to stand out a little bit against her black hair. And in the show, whenever she's on screen, they do tend to make her hair a little bit purple because that helps to differentiate that between anything black, true black, like her uniform, or even just any detail lines. Next, we're going to go ahead and paint her neck black, as well as a little bit of the collar. We're also going to take a dark blue color and paint her sweater. And this is basically just black with a little bit of blue mixed in. Once that is done, we're going to go ahead and paint her cuffs, collar, skirt, and socks white. We're actually going to go ahead and paint her whole legs white, mainly to prime it so that the flesh tone shows up a little bit better on top of that purple. Now on the back we're going to draw in 2 triangles. Next we're going to go ahead and add in these little pieces for her tie, being very careful to leave a little bit of a line. We're also going to add a little dot for the knot, and then draw a straight line down and have it flare out at the end. Next we're going to take a little bit of yellow and draw a V on her right sleeve. And we're going to take some red and draw a line on her collar. We're also going to draw another red line on her tie, as well as red lines along her cuffs. We're also going to draw in the rest of her school emblem. So now that her hair is all dry, we're going to go ahead and paint her face a flesh tone. We're also going to paint her hands the same flesh tone. We're also going to go ahead and paint her legs the same flesh tone. Next we're going to go ahead and paint in her headband with some pink. Next we're going to go ahead and draw in her eyebrows. Next I'm going to take a blue mixed in with just a teeny tiny bit of purple and paint her eyes. And then clean them up with white. Then color in her pupils with the black. then dot the eyes with white. And last, but certainly not least, we are going to go ahead and line the eyes with black. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and paint in her smile with red. And then a little white line on the top for her teeth. Moving on, we're going to go ahead and paint her camera in now. Being very careful not to get any paint on her hand. We're going to paint her camera a nice cool gray color. Next, we're going to take some black and we're going to draw a black line across her hand with a strap on her camera. And we're also going to paint the outside of the lens black. We're also going to go ahead and paint her shoes black. And we're also going to go ahead and paint in the lens. And for the final touch, we're going to go ahead and add our clear coat of paint. Alright, and there she is! Tomoyo is done! Oh my goodness, she is so cute! I love that way that she came out. I especially love her little camera here. Super, super cool. She's ready to film her darling Sakura-chan going out and capturing cards and transforming cards and dealing with presences and all sorts of fun magical things and looking adorable as she does it. All in the clothing that Tomoyo-chan made for her herself. So if we come in here, we get a nice close-up of her face. You can see the blue in her eyes. And she's got this pretty pink headband. She's worn a couple of different hairstyles throughout the series. In fact, Tomoyo probably has the most hairstyles out of any character. But I decided to go with her traditional down look with this pretty pink headband, because we do see her with this on more often than any other hairstyle that she has. She especially has other hairstyles in the manga, but this is the one that she wears the most, so I decided to give her that one instead. I really like how this uniform came out. If we take a look at the one I did of Hana, you can see the Tomoyo one looks a lot better than the Hana one does. Hana was made with a mix and switch doll, so I gave her these little cut-off boots that I just cut off and turned them into socks, but I really like how it looks on Tomoyo a lot better. I think that the Twilight Sparkle doll works really well with the winter version of the Tomoyo uniform, and I just really love how this came out. Also, if you like the song that you've been hearing in the background, make sure to check out YouTuber LeeandLie. She did the version of Catch You Catch Me that you're listening to right now, which is the first season theme song for Cardcaptor Sakura. And she does all sorts of other covers, so be sure to check her out as well. If you like this video, be sure to leave it a like, leave a comment down below about what you thought of this doll, and be sure to keep an eye out for more dolls and videos from me. Also, be sure to check out my Tumblr, linked down in the description below, to see more Sakura Blossom Day artwork and doll customs from me. But until then, I hope you have a magical day.